morning. It's March 15th, 2024. I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, and today we're going to do something fun. We're going to look at all the new collections coming in from Moda and Riley Blake that are going to be shipping like September to November. We just met with those sales reps, so I'm going to show you everything. Not everything is online. Some of it is, some of it isn't, but it will all be online next week. If you have any questions, of course, let me know as we go. I'll try to be clear about the ship date, what's offered, the designer, and I'll try to show you as much as I can. So I did want to let you know though, last week, right after live stream, our large clapper came in stock. So we had a 6-inch clapper made. It's actually made in Texas. And then we asked for a 12-inch clapper. It was actually a customer request. And they come from, he basically cuts them from raw wood, so they're never going to be the same color. And you can see this grain goes this way, this grain goes this way. They are handmade in not only America but Texas. But I forgot, I didn't forget to show you, but they weren't here last Friday. And then these are going to be, basically it's a local guy, so we get increments of orders. So we get so many a month, and then if we sell out, you just have to wait for the next batch. So it's going to be something that we continuously keep storing and keep continuously ordering. It's just going to be as he can ship us stuff is how we get it. So super excited about that. We're going to start with Moda. And if you go to Moda's website, and there's a section for catalogs, and you could search for the March 2024 catalog, and you can see all of this up close. And what I'm going to be showing you today is going to be what Fat Quarter Shop as a store purchased. And the cover girls this time are Lori Simpson and Polly Minnick. This is just your page numbers. And this is Grand Haven, and this is going to be Lori Simpson's Sweet Farewell. So Polly Minnick, who is a famous rug hooker, she retired quite a bit ago, but they left her name on everything. Now Lori is going to retire. So this Grand Haven is going to be her last collection. And here's an overview. I will show you in a second. This is going to be the Moda quilt kit. There will be an Aurifil thread set. These are 2 new patterns. This is a project sheet. And this is the collection. Now there will be a Grand Haven Bella Solid half-yard bundle that'll have these 3 Bella Solids, and I'm going to show you the collection. So always, you know, she always has those beautiful, or they always have the beautiful florals. I'm really sad because I always loved making patriotic quilts, so I'll be sad because I won't have a go-to now after this is gone. And then there's 3 pinks in this one, or actually 4. This is kind of one of their classics. So this is Grand Haven, Minnick and Simpson. It's going to ship in September. We are pre-selling the pre-cuts. And then we've got a lighter blue. There's a lot of blue shades, you'll see. And if you'll have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to answer everything as I go or at the end. And then here you can kind of see, you've got your light, you've got a medium, and then you've got a dark. So it's got a lot of shades. And I always love when there's a reproduction that, or a red, white, and blue that has more than just one red, one blue. And I always love, of course, the pink. So this is Grand Haven. There will be 2 quilt kits. The Diamond in the Rough quilt kit is going to be our Jolly Bar kit. That's 48 by 54. And then the Bray Burn quilt kit is going to be the Moda prepackaged kit. It's 60 inches square, and that is applique and really hard piecing. So I'm not sure if those little triangles are templates, but I would assume they are. I don't know enough about it yet. So that's Grand Haven. And then Ruinary's Traw. I don't know how you say that. So it's the 3rd round of Ruinary's. So there was Ruinary's Duh, Ruinary's Traw, whatever. I don't know how to say it. There's 4 new patterns by French General. And then this is the collection. And so if you have any of the previous Ruinaries groups, you could mix all 3 if you still had that. These are shipping into October. We're pre-selling this one. And so you've got your reds, a little bit of pinks, and then your all the French General favorites that you see in here are existing colors. They're not new. We will have a Ruinaries French General favorites half yard bundle because there's just a few of them. So there's no new favorites colors, just existing. Moda kits, you would have to be to starch, you kind of have to be careful. Sometimes you can starch and sometimes you can't. You kind of have to really look at it before. And then this one is like a, you can see it's like pink, but still red. And then this is the color 21. We do sell this 13529-21 by the bolt. This is the top seller of the French General favorites. The number 2 seller is the color 22, which is right here. And then the 3rd best selling is the red right here. So really nice range of fabrics. And I'm going to show you the quilt kit. It's called Chantilly. It's an It's So Emma kit. So it's 63 inches square. And I would say it's kind of a more difficult pattern, but very, this one was based on a reproduction quilt, if I remember correctly. It's an older pattern. At Kansas Troubles is Lynn Hagmeyer, and she has 2 collections in this release. This is Kansas Troubles Favorites Backgrounds. There will be 2 patterns and 10 prints. And here are all the prints. And some people have already asked if this is going to be a basic, and as far as I know, it's not going to be, but that does not mean I'm correct. That just means I don't know. I have not been told it will be. So it's got a range of the lights to the darks. Her second collection, and I'm going to keep them, I'll show you together. This is Daisy Lane. The background collection ships September. Daisy Lane ships October. This one is online as a coming soon. There are 4 patterns. Daisy Duo, Daisy Chain, and both twin and lap. Loves Me, Loves Me Not, and then Pick More Daisies. And so this is the same quilt, just with a different background. This is the collection overall. And I haven't sewn with Kansas Trouble quilt fabric in a long time, so maybe I'll have to add something. When Kevin and I were dating, I made him a quilt. We still have it somewhere in my house, or our house. And I am going to show you the backgrounds with it because the backgrounds are a bit lighter than the collection. I think this one would make a really pretty binding. And then here's your red, and then there's going to be some burgundy, or eggplant, I think is what she calls it. So this is Daisy Lane. This is a bigger collection. These are navy, and there will be some black. I'll show you. And here's the black and green. And then if you want to look at the backgrounds, just so you can see, they're much lighter. So they're more this range than this range. Okay, this next one is 50 years of Moda. Okay, so before I show you well, I'm going to lay the fabric out and then I'm going to read you all the information. I'm going to lay it out. Okay, there are 11 SKUs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Salvage to salvage. So if you bought half a yard of 11 prints, you would have 44 fabrics. So they are offering this in a half yard bundle, a dessert roll, and a jelly roll, and of course yardage. So if you buy this, you're getting this, if that makes sense. So you get about 10 inches of each piece. And what this is 44 different designers within this collection. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to kind of summarize the contest. So this is going to be a contest that is available to all of you, and it's going to feature this collection. So for 50 years, Moda has been a leader and trusted name in the quilting industry, producing quality quilting fabrics with sought-after talented designers, developing and distributing innovative products that improve the quilting experience, supporting quilt retailers of all sizes, and inspiring and educating quilters to continue this vibrant and history-rich craft. So, using this collection, which is called Celebrating 50 Years of Moda, there will be 9 prizes, 3 categories. Pieced quilt is one category, art quilt is another category, and next generation quilt, which is a 17 years or younger category. Within each one, there's a first, second, and third prize. First prize is $2,500, second place is $1,000, and third place is one Moda Fat Quarter bundle a year, for one Fat Quarter bundle a month for a year. That's the one I would want to win. So 9 prizes. The quilts must be 60 inches square and no larger than 85 by 90. At least 75% of the quilt has to be made with this collection, but 100% of the quilt top has to be made with Moda Fabrics. Your entries and how you enter, you would go to the Moda Fabrics website, and already on their blog they have all this information there. You would submit your entry by March 1st, and then the winners would mail in their quilts for photography. So just looking at this, you can see that you've got like Vanessa Gertson, Fig Tree, Corey Yoder, Three Sisters, Deb Strain. You've got some Zen Chic, Minnikin Simpson. So it's, and the 44 designers are listed. Now, if you look at their blog posts, they really go into depth. So you do not have to use all 44. If you look at their blog posts, they kind of show a quilt using like your greens and your blues. You just have to use all Moda Fabrics, but 75% has to be from this collection. So, I mean, honestly, you could do like a pink quilt, or, you know, you could just pick, you know, whatever you like. Now, what you would have to do is like buy all the fabrics and then chop it up and kind of figure out what you want to do. That's why they did a design roll, so that it's affordable without having to buy a full half yard. So this is super exciting. And Catherine asked, what do I do with all these sample pieces? Just curious. I sew them all up into things. So I take them, starch them, sew them up into the things that you see on live stream. Sometimes if I don't use them, my staff might use them for samples, or yeah, so they're definitely used. They're not thrown away. And Kansas Trouble does not have a Bella Solid with her name on it. I'm sure there's one that matches, but there's not one with her name on it. Okay, this next collection is going to be super exciting. So if you guys missed out on Oh, and then this is it throughout the book. If you guys missed out on Strawberry Lemonade, which sold really fast, Laguna Sunrise is the next collection by Sherry and Chelsea. So I'm going to go through the collection, the kits, and then I'm going to talk about their new book being published by It's So Emma, and I'm currently proofing it, which is super exciting. There's going to be a ton of pattern support for this collection. So these right here are Sherry McConnell patterns. They're available in paper and PDF, and they're available now at Fat Quarter Shop. These are the remaining Sherry and Chelsea. This is the remaining Sherry patterns. This is going to be Chelsea's patterns, and these two are from the It's So Emma book. No, this one is. This one is. So lots of patterns. And then this is the collection. There will be a Laguna Sunrise Bella Solids coordinate bundle with all of these fabrics right here. And then this is the collection as a whole. I think it does match with Strawberry Lemonade. This one will be available for sale as a full bolt. Those are little daisies. And we are pre-selling all of the pre-cuts. This is my favorite one right here. I think this would make a really cute backing or pillowcase. And this collection has a lot of colors to it. So it's got peaches, oranges, and this is a newer print. I don't think they've done that design yet. Reds. And it's also one of their, it's a large collection. So you've got white, and then you've got a lime, and then kind of maybe a pine green or forest green. So because they have so many colors in here, you're able to get those quilts with that beautiful look. And I think, just looking at this, I think a quilt with just this would be so awesome. Because I feel like the blues are just perfect. I'm a big blue and pink person, if you guys didn't know. And then there's purple and 3 grays. And you will start seeing all of my scrappy blocks sewn up into all of these things. Okay, so here's the collection as a whole. It's beautiful. It's called Laguna Sunrise. I'm going to show you the 2 quilt kits first. The Gumdrops quilt kit is the Jolly Bar kit. Sorry, I went out of order. So this is the Jolly Bar kit. It's 62 by 67, so the pattern will come with the Jolly Bar. I think it's super cute and original. That background is a Bella Solid. And now I'm going to talk about their book. So that is the cover of the book, Family Favorites by Sherry and Chelsea. And It's So Emma, which is our company, is publishing it. And it's super exciting because this book is super original. I'm going to kind of flip through it while I talk about it. Now, this is just how Sarah and I work together. Sarah lives in Dallas and she does our books. And this is how I edit. This is just, I'm going to flip fast because I don't want you to see everything. I'm just going to flip a little bit. So basically, there's 4 sampler quilts and 4 size blocks. So there are 12-inch blocks, 16-inch blocks, 24-inch blocks, and 18-inch blocks. And within each section, I'll show you, there's a sampler. So there's 12-inch blocks with 1 sampler, a 16-inch block with 1 sampler, 18-inch block with 1 sampler, and a 24-inch block with 1 sampler. So you've got lots of blocks in single sizes, but then samplers that show you how you could put those blocks together. And for example, if you look at this quilt, this uses 24-inch blocks. You could do the same block over and over, and it didn't have to be a sampler. You could just do 9 of the same blocks, and then we tell you how many blocks you're to make. And there are going to be 2, so there's going to be a sew along with these 2 kits. Brightly sampler is 59 by 72, and I'm going to sew this one, and it is going to be a quilt kit also, so you could buy the quilt kit and then, you know, you could make it with me. And then the saltwater sampler fabric is going to be sewn by Sherry and Chelsea. And we will host those like at the same time. So super excited and super honored that we were able to publish a book for them. Of course, that's like the beginning stages of the book. And like I started editing right at the beginning. And so that's why our books come out so good. Because we're involved like all the way through. Dainty Daisy is the second collection by My So Quilty Life. Ships in September. This one is pre-sold. This one has 6 new patterns. So I think they're all brand new patterns. And there's the patterns. This is the collection. There is a Dainty Meadow Bella Solids Fat Quarter Bundle using these colors. And there will be a 15-yard bolt sold of this one print right here. Okay, so this is cream. This is the one that will be the bolt. And it's a daisy, I think. No, it's not. It's a little cherry. Well, we'll see when it's this. It's a flower. And I like the shade of cream here. I think it's really like feminine and would make good home deck. And we have peach here with a little bit of pink at the bottom. It's really pretty, and I haven't made a quilt with her fabrics yet, but it is definitely on my list, and these will be sewn. All of this will get sewn up into sample blocks. And then anything that I starch, I keep the leftovers and then just keep using them in the future for scrappy quilts. This has one quilt kit so far. It's a Jolly Bar kit that's 36 by 42, and it's very simple, very beginner friendly, and super easy. Now the next collection will probably be the bestseller out of this entire catalog. It's Rosemary Cottage. It's going to ship in October. We're pre-selling it, and these are the 5 new patterns by Camille. This collection is by Camille Ross Kelly. Here's the collection, and it's so pretty. If you follow her on Instagram, just everything she's doing with it is so beautiful, and I love this. This is basically the swoon block, and so I'm thinking people will buy this just to keep for backs of quilts because that's so cute. And you could even, one thing I thought of when I saw this was you could make a swoon block, put white around it, and then put this on each side, and then it would you could even make your block similar to this, and it would be so stunning. So I'm definitely gonna try to do that. And this one is more of like a shabby chic-ish type look with navy. Shabby chic doesn't always have navy, but this one definitely does. And this is my favorite out of the whole bucket, of course. I always love these prints. This one is going to be a full bolt, and this has been done before. It's basically this print with white on white. So we'll be selling that as a full bolt. And look at that, that's so awesome. We did not buy Mauve by Crystal Manning this time. And this is really pretty, this blue. She hasn't done this blue before. And I'm loving this shade. Nobody's done this shade yet. or recently. So I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to make with this, but obviously it's going to be in all my scrappy quilts, and I love it. I love this. I think the prints, the colors, the everything. I just love everything about it. There's going to be one kit so far called the Garden Path Quilt Kit. It's our Jolly Bar kit that's 48 by 64, and it's also an easier print, an easier pattern, and it just uses a very simple border. And sometimes when you're looking at a quilt or you're making something, like if you look at a quilt like this, maybe you're making something and it just is super busy on the inside. If you put a very low volume, simple pattern on the border, it can tone it down. The next collection is called Magic Dot, and I am just crossing my fingers that this will stay as a basic. As of now, I don't think it is, but really hoping it will. So talking to Vanessa, she took 2 of her older patterns and recolored them and came out with 2 new patterns. This one is shown on her Instagram, and it's so pretty. So these are her dots in different colors. So I'm going to show them to you. So some of them have white and multicolor. Some are just two-toned. And these are meant that you could do a fun quilt with a dark background like this. I think this would make a wonderful quilt. And I love the shades. I love the range of colors. There's only one I would take out. And I mean, this aqua, I mean, that is like the perfect aqua. This one is Christmas themed. This will be available as a full bolt. This is white on white. This will be available as a full bolt. This is patriotic. This will be available as full bolt. And the only one I would take out would be the black, just because that's just me. But I think, like, if you were doing a quilt, and if I just looked at this, this is what I would start with. And I just think you could pick and choose your favorite colors. It's called Magic Dots by Layla Boutique. The next collection is called Shine. It is, there was a collection probably 8 or 9 years ago called Renew. That's very similar to this. So if you still have some of the Renew fabrics, it would match this. This is Shine by Sweetwater, ships in October. There's 2 new patterns. There is a prepackaged panel, and it is 36 by 54. It's a cotton canvas, and it's meant to be cut up. Like, you can make pillows. And then this is the collection. So I see it as a spring collection, but also like a baby nursery collection. Or you could even do like you could use the chickens for your kitchen. They're really fun, happy, you know, you look at it and you think, oh, this really, you know, just really cute. Lots of colors. And I do still have some of the Renew. I have a ton of Sweetwater fabric, and I'm saving it, and I'm going to do something with it one day. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for years. But I will one day. I'm planning to go to a retreat in August, and I'm going to try to do something that's just for fun and not work. But that'll never happen. Not with me. And I think this is really cute. I think this would make a great backing for a baby quilt. So that is Shine by Sweetwater. We don't have any kits planned with that yet. Now, we just saw the sales rep, so that doesn't mean things won't change. Woodland Wonder by Gingerbread has 2 new patterns, or 3 new patterns. Ships in October. The notebooks are in stock. The tea towels are in stock. The panels are part of the collection, and these are older stickers that we used to have. So this panel right here is, I'm going to show it to you. Let's see. So that you can see the actual fabric. So this one right here is this one. It's 24 by 44. These large ones, these large squares are 12 inches, and the small squares are 6 inches, approximately. And of course, if you starch, it would shrink them. So that's the first panel. The second panel is larger. It's 36 by 44. I'm going to put it right there. So these blocks are about 18 by 22, which means, I mean, they're basically like the size of a fat quarter. So you've got an owl and some kind of animal there. I don't know. Anybody know what kind of animal that is? What? A bear? Jordan says it's a bear. A deer. And a fox. And then I'll show you the collection. I think this print is so cute. I think this would be, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this would look like a really cute, if you like bordered a baby's room and did like a wallpaper on the bottom, I think that'd be really cute. But it's not wallpaper, so what am I talking about? This one right here is the same as this one, but white on white. And then there's cute little foxes. There are a lot of cute little prints in here, and there are a lot of florals mixed in. So I think, you know, with the animal prints, they're really cute for a nursery. The floral prints make it more universal, so you could pick and choose. I mean, so cute. And then there's two different blues here. Butterflies. Zodiac. And then your traditional black and white. I believe Gingerber's first collection was actually black and white, if I'm remembering correctly. There's one quilt kit. It's called Fox Hollow. It's one of our little pea patterns. Our little pea patterns all use fat quarters and are baby sized. So you could do it in, you know, girl colors, boy colors. You could even mix it up and do that with the animals. There is going to be also a solid fat quarter bundle to match the collection. The next collection we have, oh, a sloth. She says, Kathy says it's a sloth. He says it's not. He doesn't know. I don't know. I definitely don't know. I don't know anything about animals. Fiesta by Me and My Sister Designs. This one is going to be really popular. It's pre-selling really well. This one is going to be a kit. This is also going to be a kit, and this is a Wendy Shepherd pattern, and this is from the It Takes Two book. And then, oh my gosh, he's pulling up pictures of sloths. I don't know if it's a sloth or not. Okay, so this is Fiesta. He's distracting me. This is Bella Solid. There will be a Bella Solid Fiesta fat quarter bundle, and I'm loving these colors. I especially really like this one, and that's why we have a lot of kits planned with it. This collection reminds me of some of the original Me and My Sister prints from back in the day when they first started. I can still remember their first market where they attended. I think something like that's really cute for a pillowcase, like the edge of the pillowcase, and we have an upcoming pillowcase video. And then their collection are always true whites. This one is the same as this, white on white. She says, Val says a bear because sloths aren't woodland creatures. Now this is the one I was telling you I really liked. I think just like putting that on the back just really I guess it'd be kind of hard to like join it up if you had to piece it though. Whenever I'm looking at backings, I always think of how's it going to look when I join it together, and is it directional? That one's, I don't think they've done that plaid before. And then this is the blues and the purples. So one thing I can say about all the Moda collections that I'm showing you today, they all have a large range of colors so that you can get the look of lots of big quilts. And if you don't like one of the colors, you can easily take that out and not have to buy anything else because there's enough colors to give it enough variety. Now this one has 3 quilt kits. We have Nick Knackery, which is a Jolly Bar kit, 56 by 72. The Color Me Crayons It's So Emma kit, which is 57 by 76, and I believe that's Jelly Roll friendly. And then In My Heart is the Moda quilt kit, that's 52 by 78. And that one is designed by Wendy Shepherd, that last one. The next collection is I Love Ombre Metallic. Now, last week we got in the ombre that I showed on Livestream. Her next collection is called I Heart Ombre. Vanessa Christensen ships August. Now, this one has 3 new patterns, and there are 11 prints, and the ombre, if you look at it, it's the same on each end and goes in. Same in each end and goes in. So if you get a fat quarter, you get the full amount. So I'm going to show it to you overall. But I think showing you in the book, so you can see ombre, darker to lighter, back to darker. Now this is slightly more expensive because it has metallic on it. Now, I'm seeing a question about 108, and there were no 108s in this delivery or in this book. So none of the collections have 108s. Ruby Star, we purchased the Juicy by Melody Miller. This is the collection. It ships in September. And I'll show you the collection. And then after I show you this, I'm going to answer questions and then move to the next little section we have. So milk cartons. You know, if you're old enough, you'll get it. If you're young, like everyone else in the room except me, you're going to be like, what is that? I'm feeling my age lately, guys. I am just like, I cannot believe I'm 50. I'm like, oh my goodness. My niece said I was half dead. I was like, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then this one has quite a bit. It's got the teal, the blue, teal, navy, green, and aqua. It's more of a, it's got some green in it. I'm trying to think of the word. Gosh, imagine me, I can't come up with the word. So that's Juicy. Okay, so now I'm going to answer questions. The Family Favorites book will not be spiral bound. That one is, just so you guys know, I'm just going to be straight up honest. Book printing has increased cost 350% since pre-COVID. We are having to do different things to be able to keep the books affordable. If I put a spiral on a little tiny book, it would be so crazy expensive. All of our book prices have gone up. That's probably also why Martingale went out of business. Just everything is just, and we also print our books in America. We don't print them in China and ship them over. We print them with a really high quality printer. So what we're doing is we're trying to do a little bit less books, always the same great content, but you know, we're having to do less just because of the cost. Dorothy asked, what happened to the Kona log cabin quilt? I saw it once. I like to see it for color range. Mint inspired. Oh, I'm going to show it. This month, I am not doing a roundup of all my sewing because my sewing machine was broken. I did get it fixed. So I will show it the next time, but my sewing machine's been broke for like 3 weeks, so I haven't been able to sew anything, but I will definitely be showing it. Shoreline 108s. I don't think there were any. Let me look. Yeah, I don't know that we... Let me look. Yeah, Shoreline is the previous collection, but I was just double checking. Yeah, no 108s in this catalog. The timeline for the contest is that fabric ships. The fabric is shipping this September. Your entry date is March 1st. So you have until September to March. That contest is held by Moda. You would see everything is very clear on the Moda Fabrics blog. The design on the clappers is done by woodwork engraving, right? I don't know. Let me see it and I'll show you up close. But it's definitely not stained on. It's not. I don't know. I think it's etched. I don't know. Whatever that is. I don't know. I'm very I don't know animals. I don't know science. I don't know. Lately, I don't know a lot. When is the March? So sampler shipping. I don't know the answer off the top of my head. I have subscribed to Sew Sampler the past year. Do I need to do anything to continue? No. If you're signed up, you just keep going. How do I fold my quilts for storing? Okay, so we can do a reel or a couple reels on that in the future, but if I'm gonna just fold it and put it in the closet and not use it, not display it, I'm gonna fold it. If it's in a cabinet that I want people to see, I'm gonna fold it right side out. If it's where nobody's gonna see it, I'm gonna fold it right side, back side out. But what you're supposed to do is every couple of years refold them so you don't get permanent creases. I literally have like 300 quilts. If I did that, I'd be really in shape. And so I think it's kind of just personal. It's up to you what you can do. But we'll do some reels on just different displays. We have this big cabinet. We're going to be putting a bunch of quilts back in it. That would be a fun thing to show you. We're going to have some new racks we're going to show you. So that'll be fun. So now I'm going to move to Riley Blake. Now with Riley Blake, all of the Lori Holt fabric is online. All of the remaining Riley Blake collections, because we just bought it like yesterday, will be online next week. But we couldn't, because of our schedule, we couldn't hold it. So we're going to show it to you. So Prairie Home is going to be Lori's next new book. This is me proofing it. This one is going to be spiral bound. You will see the price has gone up. It is because we had to go up. But this is me proofing. Just look. Like, this is not the full book, but this is how I proof a book. Like, I go crazy. So this is just, just a little sneak peek. The book will be coming out in November. So this is going to be a quilt kit that we will be offering at Fat Quarter Shop. The book includes lots and lots of her collections put together. So these are just some of the quilts in the book. There are a total of 30 quilts. The book is called Prairie Home and it is published by It's So Emma. And we will be doing the photo shoot in June/July, and so you will get to see that. It's going to be really fun. But you can see there's a mix of, Christmas, traditional, home dec, kitchen, Christmas. This one's my favorite probably, and these are probably my other two favorites. We definitely will be having sew-alongs with this. So that's the book. Lori has put together a B Bundle limited edition color palette. It will come in fat quarters, 10 inches, 5 inches, and roly-polies. So on our site, you can pre-order the B Bundle limited edition color bundle. or you can pre-order the B Bundle limited edition background bundle. This is a mix of past collections, and this is also a mix of past collections. This one includes Prim, Prairie, and Calico, 42 pieces, and then this one is from like a ton of collections. Now, in addition to that, Riley Blake is reprinting the Prim collection. We will have this back in stock in October, and they're reprinting the entire collection yardage wise, pre-cut wise, and what we do keep this on order, so anything that's in Riley Blake's warehouse that's shippable we have in stock. If not, it'll come back in October. So this time, just kind of like a summary, she has a book, and this book she wants to be able to support her fabric. So in the book, we give you a lot of detail on, we give you the SKU numbers. We give you the fabric collection if we don't list the SKU numbers. So with this, you will be able to recreate because the SKU numbers are in the book. So again, this is the book. This is going to be a color, B Bundle color limited edition, B Bundle background limited edition. Then she's going to also have Prim reprinted. And then these are going to be new 108s. There's not a collection name with it. These will be shipping in October. They're 108. They're all brand new. And you just search Lori Holt 108. There's not a collection name. This one's really interesting because it's just basically stripes, horizontal, vertical. It make a cute backing. This is a print from Prairie put on the back. This is a print from a previous collection. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but these two are my favorite right here. In addition to this that's coming out in October, Lori has her Zippy Bags 3. So we still have Zippy Bags 1 and Zippy Bags 2 in stock. They are 57-inch wide panels. They are printed on a light canvas, and they will make these bags. This one will make these bags and these. Like this is the front, like see, this is the front, and then the back is back here. And then these are the existing zippers. And then she will have new measuring tapes, 4 new design boards. They're gonna all be 14 inches this time. 1 cutting mat, this is the front and the back. Her second clipboard, we still have the first clipboard in stock, and then she's adding a 10 and 11-inch trim it ruler. And Jordan has some pop-ups to show you just some different quilts from the book, and that is not going to be the final cover of the book. That's just, you know, a layout. All the quilts are being made now. That one will be a quilt kit. That one is a wagon, and this one's really cute. And we haven't decided what we're doing for so long because we're still writing the book, so we're not there yet. But you can see all the different colors and with this book, and I love the scrappy binding on this one. And on this one you'll be able to replicate because all the fabrics will be in stock. And in the book she also lists yardage for 44-inch wide or 108, so it makes it easy. You don't have to think about it. Okay, now the rest that I'm going to show you today is not online yet. It will be online next week. Gingham is a basic that has been around for probably 8 years, if I had to guess. There is the 1/8 inch size and the 1/16 size. We will have all of the existing colors plus new colors. The new colors will be coming out in October. The existing colors will be in stock in a month. So this is just a basic gingham. When they originally came out with gingham, they came out with stripes. There's also a 1/8 and a 1/4. Same thing. Existing colors will be in stock in the next month. New colors will be available in November. And then these are your white, these are ivory, and these are tonal. And these 2 pages are all new. Buds and Butterflies is by Kayla Naylor, ships October. This is a coming soon collection, and this is for all you purple and green lovers. So it's got some darker greens, some lighter greens. You would ignore all of this. The collection is what is at the top. Like that. There are going to be 2 quilts. I'm going to show them to you in the book first, and then I'll show them to you on the screen. This is going to be a 108. No, it's not. It's going to be a 44-inch wide cheater print. This is going to be the Cordelia quilt kit packaged by Riley Blake, designed by Wendy Shepard. This is going to be a kit packaged by us at Back Quarter Shop. Poinsettias using an Itzo-Emma pattern. And then this is the Friendly Neighborhood pattern recolored by Wendy Shepard. And I'll show you pictures of those. Oh, they're not online yet, so I'm not going to show them to you. They'll be online next week. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Get your crayon on. I don't know how you say it. Get your crayon. I don't get it. Anyway, Crayola. This is all licensed by Crayola. This will ship in October. So that's the collection. This is going to be the panel that is 36 by 44. And this will be a free pattern on Riley Blake's website. Hush Hush is something that I've sewn with ever since it came out. It's a low volume collection. There was Hush Hush, then Hush Hush 2, Hush Hush 3, Hush Hush 4. This will come out in October. And what this is Riley Blake takes each of their designers and they do one SKU. They put it together in a collection. These are all the fabrics right here. I think they just get better and better. This is a 108 panel. This is a 108 backing that gives the look of a, you know, it looks like a patchwork panel. It's all these prints mixed up, so you don't have to sew them together. And then this right here is going to be a sew along called From Our House by Riley Blake Designs. And what it is it's the Hush Hush 4 here, with 7 different fabrics from the Shades collection. I will be sewing along, and they're going to be doing this one the same way as they're doing Shine On, where designers give different blocks for the inside, but this time I'm just going to sew it just like this because I like it just the way it is. It Takes a Village is by Jennifer Long. It ships in October. And it is a fun boy group. I guess it could be girl group. There will be a quilt kit. There will be a felt panel that you can cut up to make all the toys. This will be a play mat panel that's 36 by 43. And then there will be a quilt kit right here, Save the Day. And that will be pre-packaged by Riley Blake. And there will be a lot of patterns to go along with this collection. Midnight Meadow by My Mind's Eye. Their last collection was red and white. So now this one is black and white. Their collections always sell wonderfully. This will ship in October. This is a cheater print that's 44 inches wide. This is a 108 print. Now this next collection is going to be the bestseller out of everything, well, except for Lori's. You and Me by Sandy Gervais. So this one is beautiful. So I'm just not going to show the bottom. So this is the collection. This is the panel that is 1 yard, 36 by 43. There are 3 quilt kits. This is the You and Me panel quilt kit. It will also be a free pattern as well on Riley Blake's website. This is going to be Endless Love by Sandy Gervais. I will be doing some type of quilt along with this. Future details to come. I'm buying the kit just so I can get the box. This is going to be a pattern called For the Love, and this is going to also be a quilt kit called Heart to Heart. So 3 quilt kits. 1, 2, 3. And this is another Sandy Gervais pattern. Twilight Creatures by Natalia Juan Abello. Ships November. Really very cute. I don't know what, let's see. There's a fox and a deer and an owl. See, I know the animals on this one. And this will be the panel. The panel is 36 by 43. And this will be the quilt kit. It's basically, if you look at the panel right here, that ends right here, and you just add 3 borders, and it comes packaged. Ships in November. Take Heart by Janet Wickerfish is a November delivery. This one has 3 panels. This panel right here is 36 by 43. This panel right here is, this is the actual size. This is the look. It's 23 inches or 24 inches. This one, the same thing. This is the look of the panel. This is the actual size. So 3 panels. I love these. So cute. And then she has a lot of, I don't know if you say monotone, but 2-tone. So she's got her black and white, you know, red, pink, and then these have multicolored. And this does really match the look and the color of the one that was released this year. Take Heart by Janet Wickerfish. Sweetheart by My Mind's Eye. This one is really cute. It just kind of reminds me of, you know, the candies. And these, this is metallic. So some of them are slightly more per yard. There are 2 panels. This one right here is 24 inches by 43, and then this one is 1 yard, and it's a pillow panel. This one I think is going to be really popular because I just think a lot of you guys will like it. It's called Between the Pages. And I'm just not showing the bottom because those are the coordinates that we might or might not have. So there are books and florals and lots of beautiful text. It's not legible, so I can't read it. This is going to be the Book Nook pattern that's currently available by Pen and Paper Patterns. Bookmarks by Fran Gulick and Stellar Mosaic. And then this is Stellar Flare. And these are just the same prints, bigger. We did buy some Liberty Fabrics by Riley Blake. So the one that we bought is Heirloom Spring. These are going to be the prints. And there will be 6 wide Liberty prints. These are on the cotton fabrics. And we did do a visit with Liberty Fabrics recently. And I did want to know, do you guys think that we should carry the Liberty fabric, like the actual authentic Liberty that's on the lawn? I mean, it's super expensive. It's like crazy expensive, but do you think that's something you guys are interested in? We're kind of looking into it. Will I have more Strawberry Garden BOM subscriptions? If people drop out, but probably not. But basically, if they don't pay in a certain time, we put them back online. We always put a couple back online. What was wrong with your Juki machine? I have the same model. Okay, I think it was my fault. So I have always oiled my machine in all the holes, but I never oiled the bobbin. I didn't know I was supposed to. So it was really interesting because he came to my house and it took him 2.5 hours. He took the whole machine apart. I got to see it. He cleaned it out, but I think that what happened was, but underneath the plate, it was friction. And so it would like it would stop. And so I think what happened, even though I got it serviced, I think I just for so long hadn't oiled that bobbin. And I've just been sewing so much, and I think I just overdid it. So I think I don't think there was anything a part wrong with it, which is what I thought was going to be. But I'm very happy it's fixed. Quilted Scarecrow quilt kits. That's like April, May. It's quite a bit out. The Lori Holt heart paper should be April. When you sew strips together for scrappy binding, do you sew end to end or on the diagonal? You can do either. I prefer the look of straight, but if you do that, you have to do that final join straight or it looks really stupid. But to be honest, I don't do my binding anymore, but I prefer the straight. When does You and Me ship? November. Will I get any more American Patchwork and Quilting issues? No, I tried to get more, or I tried to get some and they were sold out. So guys, thank you so much. I will be back next Friday. I hope all of you enjoy your weekend. Let me know, is Liberty Fabrics something you would purchase, or is that just totally out of your price range? You know, I don't know much about it, so Kevin and I are just trying to decide if we should carry it. And let me know. I hope all of you have a great weekend. If you have any questions, just drop them in and we'll get them answered.